Hi, I'm Nate Keene. I'm with Fort Collins Public Media, and I'm here at the LOUDframe Film Festival talking with Andrea Dratch, who is the director of a short film called Sardines, director and star?
Director and star
Yeah,
and produce all
and
the things.
everything,
Yes,
and
all the
all the
things.
hats.
Just not the cinematographer.
I see.
Yes.
Okay, great. I've seen a little bit of it and thought it looked amazing. I'm very excited to see the rest.
Thank you.
You'll also be doing interesting performance art piece tomorrow that's going to go with the film. Is that correct?
Yes.
Could you tell me a little bit about how they relate to one another?
Yes. So my film Sardine is screening at 1, and it's about a woman who is just feeling kind of stuck in this world that feels unfamiliar to her.
Yeah.
And she's just going with the flow, kind of making everyone around her happy, but feeling very lost and scared inside about who she has become. And when she is making a sardine sandwich, it's set in, the 60s, is very, um she's making a sardine sandwich, and when she opens the can of sardines, she goes to this fantasy world running through a forest,
Mm-hmm.
completely naked, and actually jumping into a river and getting the fish herself out of the
Mm-hmm.
river with her mouth.
Yeah.
So it's just to really touch on the feral side of what it means to be human
Yeah.
and all these parts of us that we hide and try to act like aren't there, but we feel down deep. And
Mhm.
it just brings just power and strength to her that she can look into the future and see this other world that is out there for her, even if
Okay.
it's just a fantasy.
Yeah. What is it about the image of the sardine can that you focused on around?
So I focused on the fact of just keeping everything really closed and tight and
Mm-hmm.
together.
Okay.
And sardines represent just a fish that's kind of overlooked in life,
Mm-hmm.
and that, a lot of people don't really know much about them, and it's just that is they are what they are.
Okay.
And I actually in the film, I when I shot it, I had 24 live minnows in my mouth. So
Wow.
I did a performance.
Commitment.
Yeah, I did a performance there. And when we were shooting it, I wasn't planning on really showing completely everything of my body. We were kind of figuring out, where we could screen it, how much we wanted to show. And I got out there and I just myself was in character and was like, I have to just do this. I have to be feral. And I have had 3 children, twins. I have 3 boys. And I told them, I've been so trained to hide my body, and as an actor, even at a young age, at the age of 23, someone told me I'd missed my window of opportunity to be an actor because I was getting too old.
Mm-hmm.
And now at the age of 45, after having 3 children and nursing them all for 2 years,
Yeah.
is when I'm choosing to, show my body to the world because I'm proud of it and what it's done, and it's created humans. And so it really just was very healing for myself to get out there and put myself out there in such a way that I also laugh and think, isn't it funny that, like, just by showing our bodies, we're being brave, and we all have bodies, and, like, why is it such a shocking thing for people to see? Yes, so it we got out there and we were just like, we have to do this,
Yeah.
right? And Andy Carrasco is who my cinematographer is. And he also has shot my short performance art film, Shame on Me, which went with a live piece called Put Your Shame on Me, where people came up to me. I stood for 3 hours. I've done it multiple times, and they tell me their own inner critical thoughts to my face. And that was really powerful. And I just have decided as I'm going along this road of making these performance art pieces, I want to have a live piece or performance art films. I want to have a live piece that goes with it to give an audience not only a chance to watch me being very vulnerable on screen for them, and watching me go through this, to then actually experience a live, like, moment with me to hopefully give back and allow them to have a vulnerable moment
Yeah.
with myself.
And do people feel more vulnerable because you are being in such a vulnerable position in front of them? Do you think that helps them open up?
Yes, yes, I
Mm-hmm.
definitely do. With Shame on Me, because tomorrow will be my first time actually premiering my piece Unsealed, which
Mm-hmm.
goes with Sardine. And when I premiered my piece, Put Your Shame on Me, my film was playing, and then I had framed photos of, like, my C-section scar and just all these different really intimate shots of myself that I'm not scared to show the world. And it really did just, the energy of the space was so unbelievable. And actually 100 people came through and spoke to me at that performance and told me their own inner critical thoughts. I've done it also in Denver. So tomorrow with Unsealed, I am inviting people to get in bed with me. So it's already a very intimate setting, and just that in itself, I think, could feel uncomfortable for people. But I do love making people feel uncomfortable.
You don't say.
I think that my work makes people feel so many different things that they can't even really pinpoint what exactly it is that is happening to them while they're going through the experience of watching my films or
Yeah.
participating in a performance with me. And I just feel like when you get someone in that vulnerable state, it just allows for a very human connection that we are missing
Yeah.
in today's world. I feel that it's really important for humans to just have that moment of connecting. So yeah, I'm inviting people to get in bed and sit with me for at least 30 seconds and just hold eye contact before saying something to me that they have never said out loud
Yeah.
to anyone.
Mhm. 30 seconds of uninterrupted eye contact can
Laying in
be
a bed.
difficult.
Laying
Yeah,
in a
especially
bed,
laying in a
yes.
bed. It is in some ways more intimate than kissing, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, that's fascinating. So in Sardines, you had some ideas, but it really developed as you were working on it. Is that usually your approach, is to get into the scene and see how it feels?
Yes, let's just say my cinematographer, Andy, he was like, "Do you have a script to send?" And I'm like, "I don't make fucking scripts." Like, I'm not gonna write you a fucking script.
Uh-huh.
But I do. I have sat down and like we lay it out, and then he and I get together. We just shot my next film that just now is entering the film festival circuit. No Swimming. And we get together and we really go over all my ideas, and it is just amazing because I just create from a very natural place. I feed that with everything, and then I keep notes all over the place of all these ideas that when I'm really allowing ideas to come to me in whatever piece I am working on at the moment. But like No Swimming, I really first began getting ideas for it about 3 years ago. And I just keep it all in one place and put it all together, and it just comes together and makes sense. And every time I watch my own short films,
Yeah.
I like see something else in it that I have never seen. Like, oh my gosh, and that, this makes sense and that.
So in these performance pieces, after several hours of these really intimate moments with these people, when you're done, do you find it difficult to like disconnect kind of from that moment, from those emotional waves that have been coming your way?
So when I did Put Your Shame on Me,
Yeah.
I was honestly not prepared for the amount of people that were going to come and speak to me. I did that downtown Loveland,
Yeah.
and my sister is a figurative painter, Jacqueline Perkins, and she has a lot of pieces of her and me, a lot of our bodies. They're amazing and gorgeous, all in this space. And my film was playing, and then I was standing, and we just didn't know how everyone was going to really take this because there was so much nudity
Yeah.
within her work. I wish everyone could be there. It was alive. Like there was just this intense calm bonding that everyone collectively could just feel this energy of what it means to be human and what it means to have these thoughts about ourselves. And so, yeah, I mean, I was not prepared for over 100 people to come and talk to me opening night.
Yeah.
And I am not joking. My arms were, I was so filled with all this energy of just negative,
Yeah.
negative, like eye contact, just telling me these things, and people where I'm not speaking back, and I just want to be like, are
Yeah.
you fucking kidding me? You're amazing.
Yeah.
Like every person, and just knowing that we all hold these thoughts about ourselves is just, it was so hard to hear. And my arms were raising off my body, and I after the 3 hours were up, I went in this back room and I just fell to the floor and was crying, and like my body just kind of gave out. Like, I'm getting goosebumps right now talking about it
Yeah.
because it was so unbelievable. And so, no, I honestly wasn't prepared for that amount of people to participate.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. And I was glad I did it. And I was like, I'm going to do it again. I've done it 2 other times.
Mhm.
But I this time tomorrow, I have a friend of mine that's gonna do an energy healing with me afterwards,
Okay.
and I got sick for a week after I did that performance
Yeah.
and I went home and I tried to sage myself. I was on the back patio and I was
Uh-huh.
trying to do anything, but I was just exhausted. But I love it. It's what I'm here to do. I I for so long have been chasing this idea of what it means to be an actor
Yeah.
and kind of that movie star, like, when we're young people, and I went to school in New York City and was definitely picked apart for my body and my looks and everything. And I just was feeling like I'm doing all these auditions and nothing is making sense and nothing is making me feel grounded in my work and making it feel worthy of, like, something is bigger out there, that I'm here to do something bigger than this. And it's also very selfish because my work, it heals me. And when I put it out there, I just love to see that it helps and heals other people.
Mm.
And my film No Swimming, my mom passed away a year ago,
Mhm.
and I had ideas for this film where I am laying in a field. We shot this east of Fort Collins in a ghost town, and just blue surgical gloves, just everyone's taking them out of my body, and I'm laying there. You
Mhm.
can't really tell if I'm dead or alive completely, and they're doing breast exams and pelvic exams and checking my teeth and do my hair and all these things just we do with our bodies when
Mhm.
we're in on this planet in our body. And it's really weird how I had an idea of this film about death, and then I went through the death of my mom, and it was very sudden. I didn't know that she was so sick. And then within this film, I just, like, I could feel my mom's energy there shooting this, and I was able to just put all of that sadness and grief into this film, that it was just, like, amazing. And my mom was always like, "Andrea," like, I showed her Sardine, and I mean, I am naked running, and
Yeah.
she was always like, "Oh," but she had this super wild side that she was never allowed to show the world.
Mhm.
And I have to carry that forward for her because she was wild, and I think a lot of humans are, especially a lot of women, we are made to believe we have to be a certain way. And so just really to take that and put it into a project was so amazing for me to really be able to do that.
Mhm.
And my performance with this piece, my live performance, which I'm super excited about, I'm hopefully premiering in Nashville. I will be laying in a body bag, and I'm having people fill it with dirt. So I'm gonna
Mhm.
have dirt all around, and it's to give me their worries. And humans, I want to find a place where I can actually perform this for 14 hours straight, that I will be laying in a body bag for 14 hours
Yeah.
straight. Because it's for humans, 2 hours every day we worry about stuff we have no control over.
Okay. So you have
And
a full
so
week of
so
worry.
a full week of worrying is 14 hours a week that
Yeah.
we as humans just for what reason? Think of all the other things we could do with that.
Maybe I don't know if this question will make sense or maybe it will be too much. What motivates you to take on other people's suffering in this way?
So I mean, what came to mind first, which I'm very much about just saying what comes to mind.
Yeah.
I I think because I've done so much work and just not suffering as much as I used to suffer,
Yeah.
I just wanna spread that, and I want other people to know that they don't need to hang on to all this, and they don't need to have all this inside of them, because that really collectively, we all worry about the same stuff. All of our secrets are probably very similar.
Yeah.
All of our when I did the Put Your Shame on Me, all of our inner critical thoughts were literally surrounding body image, work, success, and love. Like, out of the 100 people, that was collectively what, I left with, was just
Yeah.
a collective, like, energy of what everyone told me. Like, I really can't pinpoint what one single person told me. And I struggled for 9 years with alcoholism, and, I've been sober now for 11 years, and it was fucking rough.
Mhm.
And I in that, though, my shadow side kinda loves that I went through that in life, because I had to experience the depth of where that took me, which was crazy. I mean, some people don't even believe the things I tell them that I was doing in that time of my life. But I feel like my soul just wanted to experience that in life so then I could come forward and create from that place to also just put it into the world that like, hey, when you are struggling, when you're you they like life is bizarre. Like, what are we doing here? Like, we're on this planet where there's these
Yeah,
humans in these bodies, and we're all trying to just be the best person that we can be, but also shit happens.
yeah,
And I just want to be a person that is there and that people feel like they can truly connect with me, my soul, and not just a fake part of me. I want people to just feel that connection where you leave and you're just like, yeah, this feels right. I can't really pinpoint what it is, but I'm gonna take this and I'm going to move forward and really think about what this was about and what this person is trying to do with their work. And really just not caring what people think anymore
yeah.
is the most amazing. I mean, like,
It's a great skill.
and just I don't know, be just just be here and be observed and allow people to just be human.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Well, thank you very much. If people want to see more of you, where can they find you?
So the easiest way to connect with me is through Instagram, honestly. Right now, Andrea Dratch, ANDREA DRATCH. I am working on my new website. My goal is eventually to have all my pieces live in a gallery once they go through the festival circuit. I want to do something in a gallery where I can perform each of the pieces with it. I'm hoping to get at least like 5 to 7 films that I think
Okay.
would be a really just like a whole experience for everybody. And then we're also working on the very beginning. We've been writing for 3 years a feature film, Sense of Direction, that we are shooting we're going to hopefully be starting to shoot at the end of the year in the Rhino District is our goal.
That's exciting.
And my really good friend, Jess McGaw, she is a director out of California. We brought her on to direct. I'm starring as Reggie Crow alongside my old roommate from New York City that he and I live together in New York, that he's going to come in from Nashville. He's a musician and he's written some original pieces for this film. And then my friend Brooke Hamilton is the writer and she and I created it together. So that I'm putting out into the world because we have been working on it, yeah, for 3 years, and we're just getting
Hmm.
we're getting, like, the momentum going,
Yeah,
and it's just also gonna have these real, raw, very simple, yet beyond human
yeah,
things in them, you know? I just really think everything is about bringing it back to just what it means to just be with
yeah.
people.
Absolutely. That's
Yeah.
beautiful. All right. Thank you very much, Andrea. I
Yeah, thank
appreciate it.
you.
I'm Nate Keene with Fort Collins Public Media, and thank you to the LOUDframe Film Festival.